But now, say you're that person, that ambitious person with a dream, no matter how old you are, right? And let's say you live with a roommate. Let's say you live with family, right? You live with family. There's going to be people, like say for example, if you live with somebody and you're somebody who's trying to go after a dream, you could be living right next door to somebody who's your fucking enemy, but is related to you. You know what I mean? Like you're working on something, especially if the walls are thin. Let me just get into my story. So I had this song that I was working on once upon a time. It's about to be like in a few months. It's gonna make 2 years since I put that song out, right? And since I stopped talking to this person, since I cut this person out, right? It's been over a year and 6 months, right? So I noticed that this is how, now I already know that the walls are thin. So the walls in where I live here is very thin. So it's like, but at the same time, in order for you to hear what's going on, you would have to stop. You have to be like this to really engage. Keep that in mind for like the rest of the story, right? So I have these headphones, these big studio headphones, or used to. I had those headphones, and you can hear them out loud. Like if I took off the headphones and I'm playing like whatever song I'm playing, you can hear the song. Tell me why every time I'm listening to a song that's famous, that's well known, nothing. I could be watching TV, watching whatever, listening to music. Point is, there's noise. There could be any type of noise, right? And nothing. But every time I started, like, say for example, I'm watching something really interesting, like something juicy, something like some conspiracy type shit that you can get information from. Every time I notice that I'm watching something interesting like that without my headphones on, I noticed that whatever was going on around me, aka the person next door to me, aka my brother who still lives over here, we still live with our mom, right? Every time I'm watching something juicy, interesting, something that is like secretive, right? Whatever rumble was going on around me, it's like it will stop. It will stop. I don't know if you're catching on, but it will stop. And then I would pause it, and he will go back to doing whatever he was doing. I don't know what he's doing, because I'm not like this, paying attention to what he's doing, like trying to make sense of what he's doing. No, that's him, right? So I noticed, like, okay, maybe I should wear my headphones, because every time I'm watching something very interesting or secretive or something, or even singing, like singing one of my songs, it's like he stops whatever he's doing, like whatever noise was coming from this side of the house, of this side of the room, whatever, which is where his room is. Whenever there was noise and I started to do something like pertaining to my talent, something like that, he would stop. Like, why are you stopping what you're doing to listen to what I'm doing? So that's how I started catching on. Like, this motherfucker is just eavesdropping on me. Like, this motherfucker is eavesdropping on me. Like, and I just felt weird. Every time I wanted to record a song in my closet, I felt weird. I felt like I could not do it around him. Whole time, that was my fucking intuition. That was my fucking intuition. Because, like, alright, now we're gonna get to the part where I, like, really started to confirm it. Like, everything I'm telling you right now, it was just my suspicions, right? It was just my suspicions. I don't even know if I'm making sense. I'm just gonna go with it. So I noticed every time I was working on this song that is called, I had this song that was called, It's True. I was working on this song called It's True. And remember, you could hear things out loud from the headphones. The walls are thin. Every time I was working on my song, every time, I noticed he would slam the door hard as fuck. And I'm like, the first day I didn't say nothing. I'm like, oh, he probably lost something, he's probably mad, whatever. Next day I'm working on that same song. With those same headphones that you can hear things that you can hear, like even if you don't have the headphones on. And I have these paper thin walls, you know what I mean? And the headphones, like I put the volume all the way up, whatever. So he's there, like, just like listening to my shit. I still didn't know that, right? So next day, slam the door, whatever. Basically, point is, whenever I would be working on that song, whenever the song was even start, but like once like you get into like a minute of the song or something like that, he will slam the door. And the way I noticed that like this was directed towards me, because one day it was at 3 o'clock in the morning. Mind you, he doesn't mind any other type of noise, and you can argue and say maybe the songs sound like shit. All right, but you have to be listening. You have to be like this, like trying to make sense of what the song sounds like to begin with. You know what I mean? So you have to be there observing and eavesdropping to know that the song even sounds like shit. So my question is, why are you even eavesdropping? The way I noticed that it was directed towards me, because one time it happened at 3 o'clock in the morning, and it was the loudest he ever did it. Like, he was doing it, he kept doing it, and I kept not taking it from me. I'm like, no, he's mad. Oh, something happened to him. Oh, he probably lost something. No, the last time it was the hardest. He slammed the door fucking hard, mad fucking hard for no fucking reason. And I'm like, oh yeah, I'm not talking to this motherfucker no more. No more. I'm not talking to you no more, because I know that's directed towards me. Because every time you do that, it's always when I'm working on my song. And then it went from slamming the door to stomping his feet. When I move, he would move just like that. When I move, you move just like that. So I would like roll over in my bed, and he's like, I would get up, and he's like, I would cough, and he's like,
slam, stomping, dragging the chair,
making noise, like trying to distract me and things like that. And like, I don't let up. You know what I did? I changed my whole fucking schedule. Because this motherfucker is so in my business. Like, I don't even know where to start, where to end with this fucking saga. I don't. Like, I really don't. Like, this I would get packages. There was this one time, I got a package. I ordered a the cushion foundation, right? And just so happened that he got a package that day. For the most part, even throughout this dilemma, like, of me not talking to him, I've been able to, like, be on top of my packages, get my packages, and not really have a problem, right? But, no, there was this one time I ordered that Tear foundation, and I noticed that in the picture that they sent for this Tear foundation, it was on top of another package. And my mom had told me that same day that he was expecting a package. So, I remember that day, I was in the kitchen, and it was like 3-something. When, the package had came. But I didn't notice that the package had came at that time. He got home, like at 4. Meaning, he got home when, in the Amazon picture, my package was on top of his package. And my package was like pretty thin, like almost like, and it was outside of the door, and it was almost like one of those, cases like,
oh, she can't think that I stole it. It could have just blew away with the wind or
something like that. And I think that that's why he felt comfortable to take it in the first place, to think that he could get away with that shit. Anyways, it was on top, you can see in the Amazon picture, if I find that, I'll put it right here. It was on top of another little package. I'm suspecting that was his package. I go down, and not one package is there. Not the little one, not the other one that was on top of it. You know what I mean? And that's how I know. And I went down as like, because as soon as he came up, I'm like, hold on, wait. Like, my package should have been here. Like, you know what I mean? And then I checked my phone, and it says delivered. And I see the photo. I went down. None of that shit was there. But he didn't complain about his package. He didn't say he lost his package. If he would have lost his package or would have been waiting for his package, he would have asked my mom for it. Like, oh, did the package come? Did you see the package? No, that's how you know. He saw the package right there along with my package. He took it. It's fine. I called Amazon. Thank God it was Amazon. And I got it, I got another one the next day. Or a day after that, whatever. So this motherfucker felt comfortable taking my packages before I even cut him off. Let's get into that, because I'm like hopping all over the place. Before that, like, he would do like weird shit. Like, he would come to me like asking me, first of all, to borrow my phone to look on Instagram. You have Instagram, why do you need my Instagram for? And mind you, I had his ex on Instagram and all that, whatever. But fast forward now to what I know now, I'm like, what were you doing with my phone? Those moments, those seconds that you had my phone for, what do you need my phone? Instagram, what are you doing that weird shit for? Fast forward to today, this motherfucker still tries to get on my YouTube. his Fire Stick. From his Fire Stick. So was that what you were doing? You took my phone to log into my YouTube, like to log into your Fire Stick through my YouTube. Is that it? Because he still tries to sign in through, to my YouTube through his Fire Stick. It says, oh, Hector's Fire Stick TV, continue as Tatina. And I'm like, cancel. How the fuck is that even linked? It takes 2 seconds to make a fucking YouTube account. Why is my YouTube account? You've never asked me for my phone to connect it to your Fire Stick. It takes 2 seconds to make a fucking YouTube account. I don't know how Fire Stick works, but basically, motherfucker is trying to like, what are you doing? What are you trying to do? Look through my YouTube history. Try to like, what are you trying to do with my account? What are you trying to do? Why do you need my YouTube account? Why do you need to be in my YouTube account? It takes 2 seconds to make a YouTube video. To make a YouTube account. That is weird. A whole other weird thing. And before I noticed who he was, basically, there was this one time I had my songwriting notebook. Mind you, any other day, if, say for example, if you wanted to use the bathroom, that's outside because I have a bathroom in my room. If you wanted to use the bathroom that was outside, he would just wait in his room. But no, what did he do? One day when I had my songwriting notebook outside, I had it in the sala, I had it in the living room, right? And it was there, just free, in the open. This was like way before I even knew who the fuck he was or even had a suspicion of him, right? So, I have that fucking notebook out there, and I noticed when I came out, he's like next to my notebook, like chilling, like next to my notebook, like not like reading it or anything, but like, why are you positioned and sitting like next to my notebook? Now that my notebook is out here, all of a sudden you're in my notebook, you're in my business. That's what it is. I had a copyright certificate in my gaveta, in my first drawer. Nowhere to be found. Nowhere to be found. I kept it in a manila envelope. That's the only manila envelope that I have in my possession. And all of a sudden my copyright certificate is not there. I only live with my mom, who doesn't even speak English, and him, his door is right next to mine. I know it was him. I know it was him because I double check, I review everything I throw away. Papers, notebooks, everything, all of that. Why are you, and then on top of that, before I even recognized who he was, he smokes, I smoke, right? So he would like give me weed, but every time he gave me weed, it's like I would be home, right? But he would wait until I'm in the bathroom outside, or I'm in the kitchen, or I'm downstairs, and he always wanted to, like, he would always like leave the weed in my room, like leave it right there. So I'm like, okay, like looking at it today, I'm like, okay, so that was what you would use as an excuse to come into my room to see what the fuck is going on, like a fucking monitoring spirit. Because why couldn't you just give it to me the whole day while I'm here the whole day? You know I'm here the whole day. You know I'm awake. I'm in the kitchen. You see me. You just saw me 2 seconds ago. You just said, what's up? Like, why you couldn't give it to me there? Why you couldn't just knock at the door and give it to me? No. You have to wait until I'm out of my room, and then you go into my room and then drop it off there. Just so you could scope out the scene. Like, now I'm like, you know what I mean? Like, catching on to, like, what the fuck was going on. Back at that time, I used to think, like, oh no, he just wanted to surprise me, like, you know, no, just was in my business. He was just in my business. He just wanted to be in my business. Anyways, it got to a point where, like, every time I moved, every time he heard a movement coming from my room, he was found. Every time he heard a movement coming from my room, he would drag the chairs. I have this light bulb outside of, a light bulb outside of the room, and it's like one of those light bulbs that you can change color. He'll go to where, you know where the switches are? Like where you can like control like what's on, what's off. He would turn my light off. He would literally turn my light off. That's what he wishes he could do spiritually. He wants to turn my light off, and he will never do that. For the fact that he even tried to come for me, he already lost. And anything he tries to do to me, he will lose. He will fucking lose. You're going to lose. That's why you're never going to live a good life. You're never going to live a good life, and you're going to suffer from health issues because of who you fucking are. You're terrible. And you deserve everything bad that happens to you. But I forgive you, though. I forgive you. It's crazy because you know how the other day I was talking about, like, older siblings and like their weirdness like towards the younger siblings and all that. It's weird. It is really weird. I was never like, I'm sorry, like I was never close to him. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I had no problem saying hi, bye to him, whatever. But I was never close to him. And like, just to see like that's who you are, like you're weird. You're fucking weird, and you have a problem. And you need to talk to somebody about it. You need to focus on yourself the way you focus on me, because that is crazy. You focus on me like you were me, like you were me. You don't live in this body. You wish, but you don't. So get a fucking grip and focus on yourself. Focus on what you want to do with your life, because you don't know what you want to do with your life. You didn't start becoming like this until you knew that I was like really like going hard for like really like this is what I really want to do, and like I'm really like determined to do it. You know what I mean? Despite the lack of consistency it seems like I have online. Every day I'm doing something to work towards my goals. Every single day I have my routine, I have my schedule, and it's like it makes him mad. It makes him mad. But if you wasn't paying attention and watching me so close, you wouldn't even know about my routine. You wouldn't even know about my schedule. You wouldn't even know about what I fucking do. It came to a point where I would leave my house, say for example to go get a backwood, right? And I have the ring light. You know how the ring light, it has the little switch, right? Like, and you have to hear the click to know that it's off, right? So tell me why I always make sure that click, it goes off. Like I hear the click to turn it off. So tell me why I noticed I came into my room one day and I'm like, I came to turn on the light and it was like somebody had unclicked it. Like somebody had already like turned it on but turned it off to where, but they didn't turn it off like all the way so you could hear the click. You know what I mean? Like somebody who thought they were low. And on top of that, the knob came off. The knob came off, and I blamed my mother for. Sorry, you guys, my camera turned off. But basically, what I'm trying to say is that like it's almost as if like ever since I got a hold of my emotional control and knowing how to control my emotions, it's like he's doing everything in his power to try to get me out of that, to try to get me mad again. Like I don't know what's the point of that, but that's what he's trying to do. Just too focused on me, Recently it has stopped a little bit, but I got inspiration to make this video because he tried to turn my light off again, basically. Like the literal light, and I had it the whole way. And just doing weird shit. The other day, he still be up to weird shit. Like this has been 2 years, almost 2 years in the fucking making of this shit. The other day I bought Captain Crunch berries and Apple Jacks, right? And there was whatever. There was already cereal there, but like those are the ones that I bought, right? And tell me why the Apple Jacks. Alright, I bought the Apple Jacks, right? So I bought the Apple Jacks and I bought the Captain Crunch berries. And then tell me why, like when the Apple Jacks was getting to the end, and I swear this shit, it just sounds so random and stupid, but it really is so random and stupid. Like this is like, what are you doing? Like I'm the one delivering this message and I'm just the observer, basically. I'm just like the one observing this, going through this, but I'm not the one doing this. So yes, I know all of this is stupid shit, but I'm just saying what I see. So right when the Apple Jacks was like almost, not even almost gone, but almost gone, he took it to his room. Like the Apple Jacks is nowhere to be found. But it's not in the garbage either. The box is not in the garbage. So it's like, okay, like boom, I already know you took it. So boom, left it. The next day he puts the Apple Jacks back in the table. It has the same amount of Apple Jacks. The same amount of Apple Jacks. So what the fuck was the point of that? Boom, I leave it. The same day or the next day, no, the next day the Apple Jacks was gone again. Gone. Like, but the box was nowhere to be found. Nothing in the garbage. You know what I mean? Okay, boom, he took it again. And then, the next day, the Apple Jacks was back in the fucking table. Nowhere to be found. I mean, not nowhere to be found, but like, still the same amount of Apple Jacks. So what the fuck was the point of taking the Apple Jacks? Like, he thought he was gonna get me mad from taking my Apple Jacks to his room. Like, well, you're corny. This man is 35 years old. he's like 34, 35, doing this, instead of figuring out what he wants to do with the rest of his life. You know, like, who God knows how much of that shit you have left, because you're not living a good life. You're not living a good life by, you're not, the rest of your days, who knows how long that's gonna be. So I would suggest that you focus on whatever you have left of your life. Yourself. Try to, and mind you, he's out of both of us, he makes more money than me. He makes more money. Like, I be doing like just the randomest shit, like random gigs. Like if I sell my shit on Poshmark, or if I find, like, you know, just random shit that I find online. That's how I make my money. I don't go outside, nothing like that. So like, and then I feel like that's another thing that ties into his resentment, that he has to wake up every day at 6, and I get to, like, you know, try to chase my dreams type shit. I think that makes him mad, and I think that makes him jealous. But that's not my fucking problem, because I didn't make you live that life. I didn't do that to you. I didn't do that to you. That's your fucking problem. Talk to God about it. Talk to God about it. It be your own fucking family though. I told you guys, it started off with my sister. Like, literally in my life, first bully, my sister, I would say. First bully was my sister, for sure. But yeah. And then just him, like, it really surprised me. Like, I never thought he was gonna grow up to be like that. I didn't think that that's who he really was, you know. But at the same time, growing up, like, he was always known as like the person who would lie about everything. Like, you ask him, where are you, and he'll say in Fordham, and he's right down the street, right? He's right in the corner. Like, he'll lie about things that he doesn't even need to lie about. And he also had a scamming problem, and got caught for that. So, well, I don't know what happened with that situation, but he was a scammer, basically. Doing fraud with cards and shit like that. So he's that type of person. So I don't know, like, I guess now it all makes sense, like, how he turned out to be such a piece of shit, and such a hater, and such a, like people with that mentality too, that scamming mentality, they want things quick. He's not going to have that determination that I have, to try to put in the work, to try to get, you know what I mean, out of the hood and try to get a better life. No, he wants it quick. He wants it quick. And he sees my potential, and it makes him mad, and I'm just, and get a fucking life. Figure out what you want to do with your life, and go do that. I promise you, you're wasting your time. You're wasting your time. You're fucking up your health, worried about me, obsessing over me, trying to take me down, trying to make me mad, trying to get me to be who I used to be, trying to get me to crash out how I used to. It's not gonna happen anymore, Bob. Good luck. It's not gonna happen. You're fucking up your own life. You're fucking up your own life. Okay? Yeah. So that's the story with my brother. I have 3 brothers, and remember, I'm the baby, right? And then this is the youngest out of the brothers. Out of the brothers. In his mid-30s, and this is how he acts. Unprovoked, mind you. Weird. And I'm like, I'm over here like trying to see what I can remember. I don't even care about like having this story in order. Like, I feel like this is just healing for me to just like bleh, for me to just say this, for me to just put it out there, because there's not really anything I'm trying to do with this. I don't have an end goal of like what I'm trying to do with this. I just want you to know that keep going. You're gonna have people who try to make noise, who try to stop when you're trying to do something, when you're trying to have fun, when you're feeling good, and you gotta keep doing it. When they do that shit, laugh. When they try to slam the door, when you're doing something creative, when you're trying to go for your dream, laugh. Do your fucking loudest fucking laugh, and let these motherfuckers know that they're never gonna stop you, that you're gonna keep going, and that they can stay mad, and that they can suck a dick, because that's all they know how to do. He's really, like, I really feel like the way he focuses on me so hard, and the way he just came out of nowhere, like, trying to compete with me, like, just weird as fuck, like, weird as fuck. And then he'll try to do shit that I be doing, like, you know what I mean, like, you're, like, what are you, this weird, just a weird ass dynamic. But if this is for the people who are going through something similar, who are going through something similar, or have gone through something similar, because this is so all over the place, that you're only gonna understand me if you know, if you've been through it, or you're going through it. And what I have to say to you is keep go and keep making them mad. That's how you know you're already winning. If they have to do that to you, it's because you already won. You already won. What they're saying is, by doing that, is that they want a rematch. Take the fucking L. Take the L. You lost. You lost. Perdiste. You lost. And that's it. That's it. Don't let no. I don't care if it's your father. I don't care if it's your brother. I don't care if it's your mother. You keep going. If you have to change your schedule, if you have to change the time that you go to sleep and you wake up and you do this and you do that, good. Change everything the way you move, so that way they don't know what you're doing, when you're doing it, and things like that. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. You're not gonna let nobody get in your way. Just like I'm not gonna let nobody get in my fucking way, and anybody who's fucking mad can fucking stay mad and stuck on a dick with some fucking caramel. Anyways, it was nice talking to you guys, even though that was all over the place, not organized, straight off the dome. If you got me, you got me. If you've been through it, you've been through it, and you're gonna get through it.